telling me this now? Yes, my son.
Dribbling away on the rocking top.
Sorry, I'm still not used to these. Scanning. You're clear, move along. Guess you'll have to crack someone else's skull, all right? You, stand down.
Precious!
Say you're sorry.
My bad.
No way. He reset that.
Notified? Over.
Yeah, no, I did. No, I did do that.
Sure there's room at the
Yeah, I left her at home. No, she's in the kitchen on the right.
No control. Suspect
Huh?
A living statue? Well, they're bound to be patient, attentive, and used to dealing with pricks all day.
I suppose DedSec could always get into basking. I can think of worse side hustles.
You hit me? Are you mad?
You asked for it.
Dipshit. Way to go. Brilliant.
Here's a pasting you'll never forget.
Oh, you lost your mind? All right, then. Fuck you. Fuck's sake. Come on. Bastard.
way.
All clear. Moving on. Jumping in.
Stay alert.
Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest.
Yes.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Got it. Watch for hostiles, people.
Updating facial recognition software.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
Take it nice and easy, mate. Whoa!
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
Oh!
Hey! Hey, you!
Don't make this harder.
Big
Prepare
mistake.
yourself.
Engaging hostile targets.
Richard.
Hostile targets.
I'm coming for you. More I can
I'm moving in.
Detected. Beginning investigation.
Checking the last 9 position.
Engaging hostile target.
taking fire.
What have we got, Bagley?
Schematics for an advanced drone system. Albion call it GOG OS. Catchy. I'll study these and see if they haven't forgotten something. Some exploitable weakness. Never know when it might
Auto-drive
come in
now
handy.
enabled.
Good idea, Bagley.
Auto drive now disabled.
Give me a break.
Forceful intervention. Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result. Ushering combat mode.
Oh my god! Who the hell are you? You're not getting out of this.
Engaging target.
Can you send some reinforcements?
Let's go!
Engaging
Drones deployed to arrest the suspect.
We need to worsen the situation.
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
What makes you think I'll do any better? Just kidding. Sort of. Let's do it.
Or aggressive combat drone's normal for you guys.
Looks clear. We'll check another area.
All clear. Moving on.
That was Albion's automated propaganda hub you've thrown a spanner into. Ostensibly for broadcasting safety notifications to nearby optics, really all it does is bombard them with propaganda. Or rather, it did. Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the resistance is not going well.
Again? Terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys, or Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great-aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. Well, they called a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS...
Try, love. Don't hurt yourself.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Send an ambulance to my location.
I'm in pursuit of the target.
Piss off. Twat waffle.
No sign of the target. Over. Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
Drone spinning out.
It's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice Kingdom is Alice. I am not going to tell you that. But you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Look at that. A safe house. A bit like ours, too.
You think a member of original DedSec is in there? Trying to avoid the Albion raids?
Doubtful.
Locked. Whatever this console is hiding, it'll stay hidden until you find the password. Get me some low-level package data from those nearby computers, and I can piece it together. That's a start, but I'll need more. Search the other computers. That's almost done it. Just a little bit more now. Keep looking. Got the password. Now, get back to the console and let's see what it's hiding. I've wiped the data and shored up their security to keep whoever's hiding out here safe from Albion. Least we can do for touching all their stuff.
Find anything interesting, Bagley?
Albion surveillance records, stolen, I assume, for a number of popular online influencers, all staunchly anti-Albion.
Shit, that sounds bad.
They're all set to be rehabilitated, which definitely means they're about to have jumper cables strapped to their perineum. Best get moving. The borough is ready to rise up. I dare say the jackboot's on the other foot.
That's a goddamn truth.
Needs one more push, and this may be it. Someone's made contact. Probably inspired by what we've done. Says he has information we'll be interested in. You should meet up.
On my way.
Hostiles location.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
We are inbound. Stand by.
Returning to HQ. Search terminated. I thought that was easy before. Be nice, DedSec.
Nibbling away on the rotten carcass of a once-free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name. So good luck finding me in the real name.
A guy I know told another guy that you're looking for DedSec.
Too right. Chuffed at how you've been kicking Albion's ass all over the borough. And I got some information that could turn the tide. See, Albion runs this clinic called a realignment centre. Runs some dodgy experiments out of there.
What do you mean?
They mess with people's brains. Had a mate who'd take the piss out of Albion every chance he had. Came out of there a different bloke. Week later, he was dead. Killed himself.
That's terrible. And the clinic run by Albion already sounds shady as fuck. You know anything else about this realignment centre?
Renewal therapy. Run the place out of the walkie-talkie. If you get word out of what's really going on in there, I know the people here would rise up against Albion.
Oof, that's not good, is it? We'll look into it.
I'm sorry that you're like, it is non-resource support really allowed in the best way.
So everyone else, no question. Alex, not even you, something. Everyone else, unless you can prove that your family on the background of a fair tapestry. Being held at the back of Hastings in Denver. Get out. Your direct record is untainted by anything in the report.
The Bug, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once-free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in Notistown, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is in fact the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour, and he's Netherlands of Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice.
Any sign of the target? Anyone? I'm putting an end to this.
Won't hesitate
Over.
to shoot you.
Nothing but concrete rubber and twisted steel. Fucking spooky knowing this is where all these people bought it.
So what's with the security? This building should be under construction, not under guard.
Might be onto something there. What am I on the lookout for, Bags?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
to this. Units fall back. Over.
What the fuck? This is it. The signal is coming from this Spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
How the hell did it end up here? And in this mangled state?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Look at this.
I'm ordering you to stand down!
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
Let's find this one.
One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... Go back to where you found that Spiderbot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Acknowledged.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back here?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly dog? Oh, fuck. Clan Kelly was in on the bombings. This is huge.
Oh, I've seen this on my murder shows. It's like a handoff. Kellys are just their suppliers.
Oh, shit, the woman they met with. I'll bet she's part of Zero Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Max, any chance of running a ping back to whoever was operating the bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spider-Bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Wait, what? The feds watched all of this happen?
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Oh, great. Has the Pentagon released its quantum tunneling tech yet?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spider-Bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Solid plan.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Acknowledged.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
Zero Day written all over it, yeah?
There, hurry. Got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
That's it, we're all on need to know.
Zero Day had multiple crews coordinating this. Three-dimensional chess, man.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction, but if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spider-Bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spider-Bot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
They knew it was behind the bombings months ago. It's a fucking conspiracy, and the filth is in on it.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Hey, random ID check.
This is London Calling. You're here with me.
This is fucked. Albion is running the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Great. Not a fan of the Met, but I'll take Bobby's over jackboots any day.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
What was that?
Swine!
You thinking what I'm thinking, Bagley?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spider-Bot from the Tone bombing site.
Must be a way to ID the last user.
Navigate the Spider-Bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I got this.
How disappointing.
On a moment ago. You jump crop? Get in the fuck out of here. Fool! Asshole.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This Spider-Bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. grief, fuck. You look at all this junk. You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime's fighting, it's treated like a business. Crime will never go away. That's the type of business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. Sod that.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
I'll have it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine. And you're welcome for not killing you.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
This fucking rabbit hole just goes deeper and deeper, doesn't it?
Pushing you the ground station coordinates.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile. Received. Responding to the situation now.
Continuing unlawful activity.
Max, little help here? How do I get in?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's definitely out of the way. Perfect spot to do some off-the-book shit.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
There's our target. Over.
Control, we're heading back. Over.
Well, fuck. We got ourselves a rogue cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Enough to follow a lead all the way to the Tone bombing. What do you think, Bagley?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Fuck. Albion have thrown in with the Kellys, waiting on the bloody lizard people to join the conspiracy.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Well, I'm not sitting on my arse while they go on abducting people off the street.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Well, looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped Zero Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. but finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shite. Well, bright side, at least they wouldn't have shipped him out. But means he's in limbo at the EPC. Not ideal.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Shit! Fuck it! It's time to... You're going to regret this.
Fucking shit! Fuck me back!
You're making big mistakes. You don't have to. I hit them.
Yo, bring him back up. I need backup now.
My friend,
They were right here.
you should give up.
Taking fair shots here. Fucker shot me. Got gunfire.
You're gonna die for messing with us.
Let's not make this more unpleasant than it has. Shot fired. Saw them going that way. Let's move.
Engaging hostile targets.
How you want to go out?
Not here. Learn when you're beaten.
Your teammate is en route to hospital, where they'll be for the foreseeable future.
Oh, that's awful. Send them some sweets or something, Bags.
Right, try and keep my head down.
Back off.
Right, I'm leaving.
Come on!
Putting an end to the chase now.
They can't take us. I can't see the suspect.
Keep your eyes open. They could be anywhere.
Calling. You're here with me, Kat. In today's world, we've all had to get used to every move being tracked by the office. Cameras around us, and with every click we make in life. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data of this. Why are data guys like me so interested in our private information and our messages? What are they using? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who works all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the
Yep. Lock them up and throw away the key. Hey, wait.
Auto drive now enabled.
This is London Calling. You're here
Auto
with
drive
me,
now
Tash,
enabled.
on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know.
Auto
In today's
drive
world,
now
we've all had to
disabled.
get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, like the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Blue so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we all names confidential on Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who's worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on every.
Dressed like a bee, man. Not like a giant bee, but like a beekeeper. Frugal bees and everything.
Have you stopped taking your meds again?
Man, fuck you. This beekeeper is real.
This is unfair. How can we stop this?
And how much water you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain,
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and
everything
hostile.
suddenly became free that was digital.
Control, we have an officer down.
Is that if you're not paying for it, then you're not
If technology brings us capitalism, capitalism brings us
nightmares
work
tonight.
The new epidemic tells us how big
Historically, what happened, of course, is that people have traded their
Auto drive now enabled.
I have them. Where did they go?
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had
Auto
to get
drive
used
now
to
enabled.
every move being tracked. by the
Control,
optic
put
on our
out an
temples,
APW.
and cameras
Target
around
is
us,
gone.
and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential on Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
Auto drive now disabled.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily...
Someone told me you're looking for DedSec.
Too right. Chuffed at how you've been kicking Albion's ass all over the borough.
Stop, please! Stop, I'm begging you!
Control, take off.
Moving to the hostile.
Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Well, that's motivating. Let's go, Bags.
I know better than to speak.
Just turn it down like 2 notches.
Oh, you cunt! Shit! Someone's down!
Good Brit. Relax, Kate. Everything is cool. Great. Cheers, mate. I'll still join us.
Right. Scanning. Good clear. Move on.
All right, thanks, I guess.
Here's a shocking turn. There are no public records for Albion's realignment centre.
Duh.
However, the building plans show the clinic can be accessed via the penthouse. Going up.
I don't see anything yet. I'm looking for a wire.
They're not just going to let you walk into their illegal brainwashing clinic. Hack a CTOS box and let's have a look inside.
Spider-Bot, away!
Job done.
Brilliant. Let's see what's in this clinic. We need evidence of Albion's brainwashing experiments to expose to the people.
We've got to check it out.
Absolutely, but our best bet is to find some security footage. Expose that Albion have been brainwashing people in here.
You know, for a second there I thought, maybe it won't be brainwashing. But yeah, it is brainwashing.
That kind of mucking around the old noggin can drive a bloke mad, like it did my mate.
Let's find the information we need and then a way to shut down this place.
Listen to this. Patients experience total loss of appetite and intense hallucinations, but conditioning has been successful with reapplication. So, this is an ongoing treatment. Who wants to sign up? Albion have been experimenting with behaviour modification through electroshock, hypnosis and drugs. A little more rigorous than a night out at the local. Keep looking. That's the footage. Ready to go?
Love to, but if we just leave all these people here, I'm going to feel really bad for, like, the whole day. So...
Right. If you can get me past their firewall, I think we can put an end to renewal therapy in this borough of London. Now, how are you supposed to bypass this security network all the way out there? If only you could fly, like a bird. Oh, or like a drone. Hack a drone, Vicky.
Right, okay.
That'll do it. My, they've really gone all out on this one, haven't they? Just get through that firewall and we can put this clinic out of business. You should get out of there before anyone notices.
Beautiful. They're left.
And just like that, Albion has been eliminated from this borough. Well, maybe not totally, but at least you've shown everyone around here how to wipe up the filth. Well done.
The more badasses, the merrier, right?
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
Sweet.
Attention. Basic cybersecurity awareness is your responsibility. Tampering with your assigned optic
You're not listening to me.
The bastard had been.
Not worth getting involved in. What the fuck are those?
Yo, what's this beating?
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Taffy, Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do is the big data beast. Why are data giants like Blue so eager to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and space become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world
Auto
trying
drive
to
now
keep
enabled.
democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's get in touch with our contact. It won't end well for Angel if Albion finds out he's DedSec.
Stand by.
You're gonna eat lead, mate. Drop it.
Off you go, darlings.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
No visual of target. Ending pursuit. Over.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
This is all off the books, I trust.
No worries. I'll spoof. Well, come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for
the European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What exactly is going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
God, this is bleak. You could vanish off the face of the earth in this place and no one would ever notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Mary Kelly pokes her misshapen head up once again. What isn't this woman involved with?
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Get worked up. Take a deep breath.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Off you go, darlings!
I'll shoot! I'll hold back. Cover from here. You're not going to...
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
I suppose I'll continue doing everything myself then.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic. There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Were you programmed to be insufferable?
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Well done. admit, DedSec's resources certainly make this easier.
Are your documents in order? Is your visa valid? Failure to possess valid status documents is a crime.
Steady yourself. Steady. Get on with your life.
Gonna have nightmares tonight.
Stop this right now!
Come on! Let me in! Can't we talk at least?
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck, what was that?
That was an implant of some description. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Interesting. An implant in Angel's neck could be for a number of things. Monitoring health, tracking him maybe?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Keep on him, Bagley. He may have escaped.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fuckers!
Yes, he might really escape.
Get fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
That was unexpected. It must have been the microchip. Obviously more than a tracking device.
Seems like they had to switch it on, right? If Mary Kelly's involved, this isn't good. But at least Angel might be alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, and Buckingham. Your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optics and the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like
So this is where they brought Angel. Creepy, even by Clan Kelly standards.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him. Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Final one. Area secure.
Keep looking.
Fuck all here. Moving on.
Nope. Here. All good here so far.
Moving on.
Oh my god. Fuck.
I don't see shit. There's nothing there.
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
Fairly obvious what to do then.
I don't see shit. There's nothing there.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do.
Well, that's just great.
All right then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. We need to talk. Well, get over here. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You all right? That man was a few seconds away from killing you.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on. You're Police Inspector Caitlin Lau, aren't you? We found your video logs. It was pretty reckless of you to pursue Mary Kelly on your own.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're DedSec, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
Actually, we were tracking down a contact that went missing from the EPC. It led us here. We found where all the missing people were. Just Christ, the condition to find them in.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You look it. I'll get a teammate to escort you somewhere you can recover safely. And I'll find Angel and your files. Sounds like we could use them.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
This sounds like the beginning of a fruitful partnership then. Mary Kelly has just been added to the DedSec to-do list.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort in. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Stealing organs from vulnerable people. Jesus, this is vile. Mary Kelly has to be stopped, and soon. Christ, they're unrecognisable. Bagley, run a facial reconstruction. Maybe we can still ID them despite the damage.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
Fuck. There ain't no way we're letting the Kellys keep this up, yeah?
Mary Kelly goes down for everyone she chopped up.
Again, not Angel. She thought it through. Those microchips are probably filled with some sort of toxin that induces paralysis and asphyxiation. Intubation would prolong life until surgeons get round to them.
All that pain just to keep the organs alive for a little longer? Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... Never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day? Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No shit.
Me as well, mate, yeah. I know. Yeah.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge, getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Yeah, I didn't think DedSec would end up working with a cop. Quite a team-up. But Mary Kelly needs to be stopped.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bagley, call everyone together. We need to go over these files and figure out what the next move is.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location. I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington. Kovic, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was.
Milo. Someone else sloughed off work, and now it's your turn.
Fine, fine.
Seriously, all right, take it easy. There's no need to get so angry. I'm handling this right now.
Stay indoors when safe. It is your duty to maintain order.
Wasn't long before some outmakers wanted to get their licks in, but no one broke ranks. That's the power this bloke had.